good morning all of you. Actually, last week I have started the synopsis for the purpose of objective type and also for the exam purpose. And you must be thorough with the concepts. Last time I stopped at properties of multiplication of matrices. In that, if A and B are two matrices, the condition for multiplication is, you know that the number of columns of the first matrix must be equal to the number of rows of the second matrix. And for a square matrix of the same order, both AB and BA are possible. So the condition for multiplication is the number of columns of the first matrix must be equal to the number of rows of the second matrix. That is a condition which you have to verify before going for multiplication. If they are square matrices of the same order, AB and BA are possible. Not only that one, if we have a row matrix and a column matrix, like this one. Suppose ABC and PQR. This is a row matrix of order 3 by 1. This is a column matrix of order 3 by 1. This is a row matrix of order 1 by 3. This is a column matrix. We have 3 rows. 1, 2, 3 rows and 1 column. This is 1 row and 3 columns. Now, the number of columns in the first matrix is equal to the number of rows. Thereby, the product is possible. Isn't it? And the product will be of which order? 3 by 3 order. Suppose A equal, B equal. Then AB is third order and BA. BA means we take B first. Number of columns 3 is equal to number of rows 3. Then BA is of 1 by 1 order. So for AB and BA to be possible, they need not be square matrices only. Even these are not square matrices, but AB is possible and BA is also possible. These are the points which you have to remember well. Now, in multiplication, commutative law is not applicable. Means AB is not equal to BA in general. In general means in special cases AB is equal to BA. Isn't it? Then A into BC. We have discussed all these things. A into BC is equal to AB into C means multiplication of matrices follows associative law. Next, A into B plus C is equal to AB plus AC. Means this is distributive or addition. Distributive or addition. If you have A into B minus C is nothing but AB minus AC. Now, if very important, AB is equal to O, either A not be null matrices. Very, very important. If A is 0 or B is null matrix, B is null matrix, then AB is a null matrix. But they need not be null matrices. See this, either A or B need not be null matrix. I give one example. A is equal to 3500 and B is equal to 120012. Now see this. This row into this column. 3 into 0 is 0. 0 into 1 is 0. 3 into 0 is 0. 0 into 2 is 0. So first row you will be getting 0, 0. Then second row. 5 into 0 is 0. 0 into 1 is also 0. 5 into 0 is 0. 0 into 2 is 0. A is not a null matrix. B is not a null matrix. But AB is a null matrix. Means whenever AB is a null matrix, it doesn't mean to say that either A or B must be null matrices. Even if they are not null matrices, product is a null matrix. Are you able to understand? So take these examples and find AB will be getting a null matrix. Clear? Then we have algebra of matrices. We have one point. What does that mean? Very, very important points. A plus B whole square is equal to A square plus 2AB plus B square if AB is equal to B. Otherwise, A plus B whole square is equal to A square plus AB plus BA plus B square. You must be very careful about this. Is equal to 2AB, you will be getting if AB is equal to B. Usually AB is not equal to BA. But if AB is equal to BA, this formula can be written like this. Otherwise, this is how you have to write the formula. Be careful about this. This is one of the most important concepts. Then, another formula. A plus B into A minus B is equal to A square minus B square if AB is equal to BA. AB is equal to B. Otherwise, A plus B into A minus B. See, A into A is A square. A into minus B becomes minus AB. B into A becomes BA. And B into B becomes minus B square. AB and B are two different matrices. Usually they are not equal. If they are equal, then they get cancelled. Be careful about this. Then we have A plus B whole cube. Okay, so you try this formula. Then we have to move on to symmetric and skew symmetric matrices. All of you know we have actually transpose and symmetric, skew symmetric matrices. You know the definition. What is the transpose of a matrix means? If the rows and columns are interchanged, the newly formed matrix is called the transpose of the given matrix. If A is a matrix, its transpose is A transpose. Then we have A transpose whole transpose is equal to A. AB whole transpose is equal to B transpose into A transpose. Suppose you have ABC whole transpose is nothing but B transpose, C transpose, B transpose, A transpose. Now, A1, A2, A3, so on, AN, whole transpose. Yes, see, we will be taking the transpose in the reverse order. C, B, A, you are getting. Like that, what will be the transpose of this means? It will be A point A. Transpose, before that we will be getting A n minus 1. Transpose, so on. A3 transpose, A2 transpose, A1 transpose. Be careful about this. This is another very, very important bit. ABC whole transpose will be C transpose into B transpose into A transpose. Whatever may be the number of matrices here, then you can write in this form. You see, in your material, properties of transpose of a matrix are given. Go through all those. Then we have symmetric and skew symmetric matrices. You know what is a symmetric matrix? Now, what is a symmetric matrix? If A is a square matrix such that A transpose is equal to A, then A is called a symmetric matrix. See, all those concepts are given there. Go through them. Just I am making you recollect and go through them. Already I have explained these things at PU level. So, be thorough with the formulae. So, if then if A transpose is equal to A is a symmetric matrix. Number 2, if A transpose is equal to minus A is a skew symmetric matrix. Okay. Next, A plus A transpose is symmetric. A minus A transpose is skew symmetric. Okay. Next, if A and B are two matrices such that AB and BA are possible, then AB minus BA is skew symmetric. So you must know already we have worked this in the exercise also. This is another important bit. AB are two matrices such that AB and BA are possible. Then AB minus BA will be a skew symmetric matrix. These are applicable only for square matrices. Don't think other matrices. These are possible only for square matrices. Next, you go through the concepts which are given on transpose. Next, already I kept in the WhatsApp. You don't have orthogonal matrix, properties of orthogonal matrices, trace of a matrix, and all these things I kept in the WhatsApp. So you need not worry about those matrices. We don't have. Actually, trace of a matrix means some of the elements. We know that, but you need not have preparation because we don't have those concepts. Orthogonal matrix, all these things are to be eliminated from the material. Wherever those bits come, you need not worry about them. Okay. So these are the important concepts which we have. Now, I will be going for the exercise work. So, open page number 99. You have PO means those are the objectives on the concept. Okay, see the first bit. If two matrices A and B are of the order P cross Q, P by Q and R by S respectively can be subtracted. addition and subtraction are possible if the masses are of the same order. Now what is given in the bit? P cross Q, P by Q and R by S. This is one matrix. This is another matrix. Then can be subtracted only if. So what is the condition? They must be of the same order, means P must be equal to R and Q must be equal to S. So which option do we have? P is equal to R and Q is equal to S. You have third option. Then a square matrix Aij in which Aij is equal to 0, I not equal to j and Aij is equal to k constant for I is equal to j is a square matrix Aij in which Aij is equal to 0 for I not equal to j. See, you know the definition of a scalar matrix. What is a scalar matrix? If all elements in the principal diagonal are existing, other elements being zeros. For example, I say A0, 0, 0, B0, 0, 0, C. This is called a diagonal matrix. Now, I, first row, first column. I equal to j is not equal to 0. Then, first row, second column means I not equal to j. It is 0. First row, third column, I is not equal to j. Then you are getting all the elements as 0. So what is the option? Aij equal to 0 for I not equal to j and Aij equal to k for I equal to j. Means A, K, 0, 0, 0, K, 0, 0, 0, K is given. For I is equal to j, the element is k. So, one row, first row, first column, second row, second column, third row, third column. So, you have all these elements equal. So, what is the matrix? It is a scalar matrix. It is a scalar matrix. Which option do we have? Option number 2. Third bit is not there because you are asked to find the trace of A. Then bit number 4. A and B are two matrices such that A has identical rows and AB is defined. A and B are two matrices such that A has identical rows and AB is defined, then AB is an identical matrix. Now just say this. A is equal 1, 2, 1, 2. identical rows, means same elements must be there. B is 3, 1, 4, 2. Then what is AB? AB is equal to this row into this column. 3 plus 8 is 11. This is 1 plus 4 is 5. 3 plus 8 is 11. 1 plus 4 is 5. See that A is 1, 2, 1, 2 means these two rows are identical. B may be any matrix. But AB, what you are getting? You are getting 11, 5, 11, 5 means the rows are identical. So which option we have? Bit number 4, option 2. Next, bit number 5. AB is equal to O in null matrix. Then what is the condition? A and B need not be zero matches is the option, because that is I have shown in the definition also. So whenever AB is equal to O, either A may be equal to O or B equal to O, and A and B need not be zero matches. A and B are zero matches. So we can go for that one. I continue this. I stop here for the time being. I continue this.